Hi, happy Wednesday. It's me. I'm here to do another episode of our Wisdom Wednesdays, hoping to share a little bit of love and happiness and joy with you. Just waiting for the counter to give me the top of the hour, and we'll get going here. Let's make sure I have things lined up here, and it looks that I do. Remember, there is a comment section should you care to ask me any questions or comment during the program today. This is episode number 88, and it is looking at love through the eyes of innocence. So let's bring it up, and there we go. Okay, so the reason I chose this today is there's actually several of them, but one of them is because love is one of those wonderful, magical words that is both a noun and a verb. And that when I was a child, the common saying around was, love is what makes the world go round. And in our present situation, I think we're losing track of that. So before we get into it too much farther, I want to remind you that you can live in harmony with the infinite wisdom that dreamed you into being. And that has everything to do with love, because it's connecting to the cosmic consciousness of all that is, and that's love. So if you don't know me, my name is Carrie Fox. And one of my main missions on planet Earth is to be a constant reminder of your infinite wisdom connection. I also help women who feel wounded or broken to get back into the feeling of their magnificence and to find happiness and joy. And I do these quick Wednesday quickies here because your thriving is my passion. So let's get to it, this thriving thing. For today's topic, I picked love, and we're going to look at it through the eyes of innocence. Love that has millions of books written about it and movies produced and songs sung. And it's a really big part of why every single one of us are here on planet Earth. And in these changing and challenging times, I wanted to help refocus our energy and get back to love. To remember all about love and how it feels and how big it can be. To get ready for love and to remember it affects all of our relationships. And to remember the comfort of curling up with a good love story. It's the excitement of it, the passion of it, this love thing. Thank you, Ryan Gosling. And that deep down, way down to your toes, you can feel that tingling and the excitement and the thrill of romance. And the excitement of learning your love language if you haven't done that yet. I was flabbergasted. When I found out that my love language is acts of service. But once I heard that, once I went, oh my God, that's true. I love learning the love languages. And there's the innocence of love. You know, I remember when crawling out of, actually fighting and clawing my way out of the heartbreak that knocked the wind out of me, that at one point I recognized I had my feeling of innocence back and I could breathe again. Innocence is so important when it comes to love. And Fellini has made how many movies all about love, and he talks about that childlike innocence and that it's the most important thing. The gift we also have as adults occasionally is to be around children who inspire us with their innocence and the enormous capacity they have to just love. That wide-eyed, open to everything, open to any experience, to experience life, that innocence. So I decided to share with you today what love means to some children that were asked this by a group of people, actually. And the answers were broader and deeper and truer than most people could imagine children wouldn't say. So let's start looking at some of them. When somebody loves you, the way they say your name is different. You just know that your name is safe in their mouth. Billy, age 4. Love is when a girl puts on perfume and a boy puts on shaving cologne and they go out and they smell each other. Carl, age 5. Love is what makes you smile even when you're tired. Terry. Love is when my mommy makes coffee from my daddy and she takes a sip before giving it to him to make sure that it tastes okay. Love is when you kiss all the time. And then when you get tired of kissing, you still want to be together and you talk more. My mommy and daddy are like that. They look gross when they kiss. I love some of these. Love is when you tell a guy you like his shirt and then he wears it every day. Love is like a little old woman and a little old man who are still friends even after they know each other so well. During my piano recital, I was on the stage and I was scared. And I looked at the people watching me and I saw my daddy. He was waving and he was smiling. He was the only one doing that. I wasn't scared anymore. Love is when my mommy gives daddy the best piece of chicken. I know my older sister loves me because she gives me all her old clothes and has to go out and buy new ones. I remember feeling that. When you love somebody, your eyelashes go up and down and little stars come out of you. This child can see auras. Love is when mommy sees daddy on the toilet and she doesn't think it's gross. I had to think twice about including that in here, but I just love it. It's so funny. You really shouldn't say I love you unless you mean it. But if you mean it, you should say it a lot because people forget. Love is when you kiss a girl for the very first time and then you know that you will never be bored again because you can always just think about kissing her. Justin, age 11. And as I typed this in today, I thought, you know what? That's about the same time that I had my first kiss from Bob. I've lost his last name. Guy. Nope. Begin with a G though. Anyway, about the same age I was aware of kissing. Love is when you hang out with your crush. You ask them out for dates nonstop. You kiss, kiss, kiss all the way through. You chat about yourself and your secrets. I think that's what love is. Holly, age 8. And love is beautiful once you get used to it. Like everybody loves each other. We are all just like one big family together. Age 5. My mommy loves me more than anyone else. You don't see anybody else kissing me goodnight when I go to bed. Donna, age 6. Love is when you get in a fight, but you forgive each other and you resolve the problem together. Love is when mommy cleans up your messes. Hallelujah. Love is being able to see through a person's faults and still accepting them unconditionally for the goodness in them. I have a couple people in my life that I love exactly that way. Love is when my teacher told me after class that I got the best grade just to make me smile. Doreen, that one's for you. If falling in love is anything like learning how to spell, I don't want to do it. It takes too long. I am not rushing into love. I'm finding fourth grade hard enough. Ew, love? Ew. Malik, age 6. Love is foolish, but I still might try it sometime. No one is sure why it happens, but I heard it has something to do with how you smell. And that's why perfume and deodorant are so popular. One of you should know how to write a check, because even if you have tons of love, there are going to be a lot of bills. When my brother goes to a sleepover and I cry because I miss him. When my grandmother got arthritis, she couldn't bend over and paint her toenails anymore. So my grandfather does it for her all the time, even when his hands got arthritis too. That's love. Love is what's in the room with you at Christmas if you stop opening presents and just listen. If you want to learn to love better, you should start with a friend who you hate. The wisdom of a child. Love is when your puppy licks your face even after you left him alone all day. Love is when mommy sees daddy smelly and sweaty and still says he's handsomer than Robert Redford. And the final one. Author and lecturer Leo Buscaglia. I used to be able to say his name so easy. Leo Buscaglia once talked about a contest he was asked to judge. The purpose of the contest was to find the most caring child. The winner was a 4-year-old boy whose next door neighbor was an elderly gentleman who had recently lost his wife. Upon seeing the man cry, the little boy went into the old gentleman's yard and climbed onto his lap and just sat there. When his mother asked what he had said to the neighbor, the little boy said, "Nothing. I just helped him cry." So, how about you? Are you feeling love in your life? Are you creating love in your life? Are you noticing the love in your life? I want you to be brave and be open and look through the eyes of innocence at this amazing and wonderful and beautiful world that you live in, that we all live in, where you can live in harmony with the infinite wisdom that dreamed you into being, that filled you with and fills you with love, if you are willing to open up to it. If you are having a little trouble doing that, and I know many of us are, remembering to love, we're forgetting to love, or we don't feel loved, I want you to send me an email. Send it to feellovedbook@harmonyenterprises.net, and I will send you this precious little book to remind you how blessed you are, how loved you are. It's my passion for you to feel whole and to feel loved and adored and respected. I even have a special Facebook group to help remind you about feeling in love. It's facebook.com/groups/falling in love with life again. And I regularly hold sessions and events to help you learn how to get into a meditative state so that you can communicate directly with your cosmic connection, your infinite wisdom, with your source of love. Just let me know that you're interested. Excuse me. You can send an email to meditation@harmonyenterprises.net, and I will let you know when the next event is. I only accept 10 or 12 people into an event at a time. And so that's why it's important that you sign up in advance if you're interested in learning about it. So I want for you to experience love through the eyes of innocence so that you can live in harmony with the infinite wisdom that dreamed you into being. So I want to thank you for joining me today. Again, my name is Carrie Fox, and I hope you are inspired or find some hope or loving content in these Wisdoms Wednesdays that I do for you. And please know that you are loved. And I'm going to do something a little different today. I hope I'm going to do this because I don't know if there's going to be a copyright infringement. But anyhow, I love training. I love helping women who feel lost and broken to find their magnificence again and to find their purpose and their passion and their power. But the other thing that I love is I love to sing. I sing smooth jazz, swing, old standard type songs. And I've been working for a couple years on how to combine my two loves, my passion for helping people and my passion for creating notes. So I would like to end today's session, hoping I can do this with this. I wish you shelter from the storm, a cozy fire to keep you warm. But most of all, I'm in the wrong key, by the way. When snowflakes fall, I wish you love. Bye for now.